Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any placement of Sag in your chart. This is your reading. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Anu and I'm your intuitive tarot host. It's cleansing your space and we'll get right into it. Now the energies, my intention is for the remainder of September or the next 30 days, whatever you choose, that should work. So let's get right into it, Sag. Let's get an overarching message from Wisdom of the Oracle. What is the surrounding energy available to you at this time for the next 30 days for the remainder of September? Let's see what we have from a beautiful Sagittarius. All right. We have a new life. Look at that. Wow. Wow. It's a 3. 3 is about, foundations. It's called the triangle. Also the feminine energy. It is the most stable geometric shape. For some reason, triangles have come up a lot today in my readings. But this talks about a new life. You're waking up. This is a time, if you have any intentions of starting something new, the time is perfect. Whenever you start is the right time for you to start. Okay, let the universe just guide you around it. But there is a waking up energy. You may have felt that things had been stagnant for a very long time. I mean, duh. That's pretty much the last year and a half or 2 years now. But things are starting to open up, okay? Like, look at her wings are spreading and she's like doing a nice stretch. So, reach, grab the opportunities, just extend yourself. For some of you, yoga may be very helpful if you want to get into it, because it's coming through as, just expanding your body to yoga, dance, or Pilates, or even like running. Any physical activity where you're able to extend yourself, that's going to open up your heart space as well. So new life, new opportunities. Let's see what this is about. This is very exciting. All right, let's look at tarot. Let's see what we have. We're going to do a Celtic cross. So let's see what's at the heart of the matter for you, Sagittarius. At the heart of the matter, we have the priestess, of course. Look at that. The high priestess. You have the wisdom within. Follow your intuition. You being called to do something, go for it. You may be also interested, if you want, in moon manifestation. The moon is very prominent here. But also your third eye may be pulsating. You may feel like energy is coming out of your palms. If some of you are trying to learn Reiki or go for a Reiki session, that may be very helpful for you at this time. But the high priestess has the wisdom within, okay? She has all the knowledge within. She does not need anybody else. And it's not gender specific, but she doesn't need anybody else to tell her what to do. So this is being, the spirit just telling you, trust your intuition. Really trust your intuition at this time. Let's see what's crossing the high priestess. We have the 8 of voices. I saw that coming. So this is again analysis paralysis, okay? Feeling trapped, questioning your own intuition, questioning the messages that pop in your head. Stop doing that. That's what's hindering you. You're very powerful. I'm going to actually top the high priestess over the 8 of swords, because this is just like your logical brain is trying to take over your powerful soul. Okay, your soul already knows. A little practice that I'm being called to share here is like, whenever you feel that and you're trying to evaluate something, just say to yourself, to your ego, hey ego, step aside. I'm going to use my intuition. Intuition, please step forward. And just that subtle shift to yourself will also help you clear some of the mental clutter. Okay, all right, let's see where you're coming from. I'm very curious. What is in the recent past? You have the 10 of inspiration, which is the 10 of wands in traditional tarot, and it makes sense because some cycle has ended, or there's been a realization that it needs to end. It talks about putting down the burdens that we've been carrying for ages and ages and ages. You see how she's carrying the pitcher or the vase with water all along by herself. It's been a long journey. So there may have been coming next to the new life, This may have been a situation where you felt you had to carry the load for a very long time, and it reached a point where it was like the final straw that breaks the camel's back, right? And from there, when you're broken, it's almost like I call these situations in our life as a breaking point, but then they also turn into breakthrough point. Okay, and that's where the High Priestess is coming in. So some experience has brought you to a realization that there was more that you can do, there is more to life, and there is a more sense of achievement or the direction that you want to go into. Okay, so let's see what lies beneath. What is happening in your soul? What is your soul ready for? The Queen of Materials. I love that. So this is powering through. This is the kind of like, again, not gender specific, but I'll say it is a very motherly energy. A mother, like in the household, is like the CFO. She takes charge. She takes care of everybody and herself. There's material abundance. There's also structure. There is happiness. Now, the biggest difference for this queen, she attracts, like she's like the Empress, she attracts a lot of wealth and abundance to herself, but she also is very good with self-care. So this may be what your soul is ready for, is also self-care. It's coming through very strongly, especially if you're coming from a 10 of Wands situation where you reached a breakthrough or a breaking point, and now you're like, what do I need? So first of all, start with self-care. Be it, making your own spa, taking a nap, going for a walk, or just, enjoying in moderation some good chocolate. Okay, whatever that is. But the Queen of Materials doesn't just give to others. She has a lot of abundance and a lot of materials and a lot of generosity within her, but she makes sure that she is well taken care of for herself. Okay, so that's what your soul is desiring. That is what lies beneath it all. Now let's see what you're planning, what's happening in your conscious. We have the Page of Materials. So planting that seed that's going to grow over time. Again, can be any area of your life. It can be a career, a profession, a relationship. What is that thing that you are planting now? There is a plan. There's a plan brewing in your head in terms of starting something new, which looks very different from the past. Again, we have recurring themes of new life at this point. Let's see what's in the near future. Excuse me. Ooh, if I didn't know. What is happening? Look at these major arcanas. You have the Magician in the near future coming into your power, Sagittarius. You are picking up the pieces. You have all the elements within you to build whatever you desire. You do not need anybody else's help. You are completely self-sufficient. So you're coming into this realization, and honestly, these two major arcanas are very telling right at the center. You have the Magician who starts and the High Priestess who just knows. So there is fire and there is water. So there's a lot of support from your soul. So tap into that. Let's see how you're showing up at this time in your power. You have the Seven of Voices. So there is a little bit of mental confusion, and there is a little bit of mental anxiety, but it's a 7, still better than the 8, because we do not want the analysis paralysis. But the 7 really also, with all the foxes portrayed here, talks about flexibility, okay? So you're treading carefully. That's what I'm seeing. You're treading carefully. You've had some experiences in life, and you're thinking through what next. And this is where Fox talks about flexibility and adapting and being very quick on your feet. So that's a very good energy to be in once you're in the Magician environment energy. Like, also be very flexible, trying a plan which it doesn't work, then quickly jumping to the next one. That's what's showing up over here. That would really help you make the most of the new life that's coming through. Let's see what's in your environment, what surrounds you. The Moon. I had a feeling the Moon was going to show up. Another major arcana. This talks about new beginnings, cycles, intuition, things that you may have been fearful in the past. those things will come to clarity. But there may be moments where you may not know which way you're going or which way life is going. Okay, the moon does talk about the shadow aspect. It does talk about, you know, things being in the dark or very dimly lit, because it's the moon light versus the sunlight. So in your environment, there may be times where you may feel not crystal clear on how you want to move forward. But the point is, this is also a big intuition energy, the high priestess and the moon right here. So you will figure it out. Just don't let external forces influence your decision, and know that a lot of growth happens in the dark. So this is also represents to me, the darkness represents the soil. So when you plant a seed in the soil, the seed stays in the dark for a long time, and all of a sudden you feel during that time nothing is happening, but growth is actually happening under the surface. So that's what this is saying over here. Just have trust and faith in that, in your hopes and fears. You have the Knight of Emotions. Yes, you want to get that emotional satisfaction, or that message, or that opportunity that brings you a lot of joy. This could also be for some of you looking for a new partner, a new love coming into your life. So this is what in your hopes is like, that you find whatever the opportunities or messages or news that come your way that bring you happiness. That's what you're striving for, and stay in that energy, I would say. And then in your outcome, I just saw 1111 on the clock, and you have the Devil, and we will clarify, but very powerful. Look at your major arcanas. It's completely knocked everything over, and I think that's a big message here for some of you. You are coming into a time where you're going to completely break the chains. Oh, why did I see the Devil? I am so sorry. This is actually the Death card. I didn't even look at it, but I just got the Devil energy. So which is good, which is very good, because you have the new life and you have the death. That is completions, ending old cycles and beginning new. You have the new life. So look at the wings, the moth is coming out. But I do want to talk, if the Devil came through, I do want to talk about it. This resurrection with the death energy, which is also scorpionic energy, it is 8th house. All of that, too many messages coming through. When you break away from these mental chains and these confusions, you're going to come out and end old cycles and start new. That is what the energy of the death is, of the Devil is, where we end old cycles, old patterns, and start something new. Now, going back to the Death card, again, Scorpio, 8th house. The skin 8th house talks about partnerships, about marriage, about shared resources, about money from not your main job, but other investments and things like that, those coming through. For some of you, like some investments may really pan out. This death energy just completely shook everything off. You see, I'm gonna have to reset all of this. So that's the new life you have. So I think there's some big shift happening for you. Oh, and everything looks off on camera now. It's driving me nuts, but stay open to that, stay flexible. And this is for me as well. Stay flexible if things don't look very lined up for you, but you are going to be closing old chapters. You're going to be ending old behaviors, I would say, which could be one of the things where you used to take on a lot. You have overcome that, and now you value yourself a lot more. Okay, so this is the Phoenix energy that is being called over here. All right, so let's close out your reading. Very powerful, Sagittarius. What are you building? Drop me a comment. I'm very curious on this now. Okay, right away, we have the Lizard Spirit. Ooh, right over the Magician. This is some powerful energies for you. So you have 38, which boils down to an 11 or a 2. 11 is a master number. My channel talks about alignment with your true north. And the Lizard Spirit says, dream the world into being. So this is, again, similar to the Magician energy, master manifester. If you believe it, you can achieve it. It's just a confirmation from Spirit. Just like be open and get into the mindset of being able to achieve whatever you put your mind to. I think you're the third sign towards the end that has gotten this message. You can do whatever you want. You can achieve whatever you put your mind to. You just got to believe it. You have the Magician as well. All right, so those are the messages for you. If you want a personal reading, the information is to the left of the video or in the description box. Please remember to subscribe and help me grow the channel. Like, comment, share, whatever you feel like doing. Also, if you're interested, I'm doing daily readings for the next 30 days. Watch those on my channel. They're like quick 5-6 minute readings to get you on your way for the day. All right, much love and light. See you in the next one.